Carnival Dream, the first in a line of new Carnival cruise ships known as the Dream Class. Cruising on the Carnival Dream is a unique experience, with more than 15 on-board dining options, more than 10 bars, several pools, a kids club, and a casino. There is something for everyone on board the Carnival Dream. And for one passenger, on October 10th, 2011, it was the perfect place for a murder. The first thing someone notices about the Carnival Dream is that she is big. At almost 3.5 football fields long, the Carnival Dream is 122 feet longer than the Titanic. With a maximum crew and passenger capacity of 5,013, this floating city holds more people than small cities like Breckenridge and Telluride, Colorado. But what truly separates the Carnival Dream apart from other cruise ships is the Dream's singular purpose: fun. With so many hotspots and places to go on board, the Carnival Dream rightfully holds her place as one of the largest fun ships in Carnival's fleet. On October 8, 2011, Alicia Keir boarded the fun ship Dream for a 7-day party at sea in celebration of her friend's birthday. And nothing was going to get in her way of having fun. Not even pregnancy, an unexpected childbirth at sea, or even murder. 6 months before cruising on the Carnival Dream, 20-year-old Alicia Keir found out she was pregnant. Even though her relationship with the father of the child had ended, she planned to give birth and raise the child with the help of her family. At that time, there was nothing that would have indicated Alicia would not have been a good mother. Longtime friend Jill Mays described Alicia as a loving child and teenager who was very friendly and respectful to adults, teachers, and her peers. Jill recalled that Alicia often expressed her love of children, dreamed of working in a hospital with children, and talked about getting a job as a clown at children's birthday parties. Maybe that is why those who knew Alicia best were utterly shocked by the events that took place on October 10th, 2011. In hindsight, it was a mistake for Alicia to go on that cruise. A mistake compounded by the fact that no one knew she was pregnant. Prior to sailing on the Carnival Dream, Alicia lived in DeMotte, Indiana, a thriving rural community 40 miles south of Gary, Indiana. The town of DeMotte is named after Civil War veteran Mark Lindsay DeMotte, who served as a first lieutenant in the Indiana Light Artillery. Following the Civil War, Mark DeMotte became a prominent member of his community, founding and serving as the first dean of what would become the Valparaiso School of Law. The town of DeMotte boasts 4 parks, a town swimming pool, golf course, and a quaint train depot museum. By no means is DeMotte, Indiana, considered a big town. In fact, in 2010, the city of DeMotte would have had to add an additional 1,200 residents to match the capacity of the Carnival Dream. On the second Saturday in August 2011, just 4 weeks before the ill-fated cruise, the town of Demotte held their annual Touch of Dutch festival. It was a fun-filled day that started off with a pancake breakfast and a 5K race. This, of course, was followed by a parade, car show, live music, and a wide variety of food and craft vendors. It is a small-town celebration for all that's good in life. But no one celebrated the soon arrival of infant Kier. There was no talk of a baby shower or even small-town gossip about a child being born out of wedlock. That's because no one knew Alicia's secret. We may never know why Alicia decided to keep her pregnancy a secret, why she never told her family or the family she was traveling with that she was pregnant. One thing is for certain, though. Alicia was good at keeping secrets. So good that she could kill her own infant and continue partying for 2 days like nothing ever happened. The second day of the cruise was a day of fun, socializing, having a good time, and eating. After Alicia's companions had fallen asleep, Alicia began to have severe pains, which she thought was caused by overeating. After some time, what Alicia thought was a bad case of indigestion, she soon realized she was giving birth. Without waking any of her companions, she locked herself in the cabin's bathroom and gave birth. Alicia would later recount that after delivering the infant, she saw no movement and was unable to detect any sign of life from the baby. She said that in a panic, she grabbed a razor and cut the umbilical cord. She would spend the next hour and a half to 2 hours in the bathroom with the baby, which she presumed to be dead. Believing the infant was dead, Alicia took a shower. At some point, Alicia formulated a dastardly plan. In her sentencing memorandum, Alicia asserted that she decided she would return the infant body with her to Indiana for burial. No one other than Alicia will ever know if that was her true intention. What is certain was the actions that followed. Rather than wake up her companions and tell them what happened or seek medical attention for the newborn, she decided to keep another secret. But how do you hide a dead infant? Most of us love a good, scary story. One such story is the dead body under the bed urban legend. It goes something like this. A couple in a hotel room called a member of the staff to complain of a foul smell coming from under the bed. The staff member looks under the bed to find a dead body. Maybe Alicia heard of this urban legend. We'll never know. But what we do know is that she took the dead infant, wrapped it in a towel, and hid it under the bed in her cabin. Conventional wisdom suggests that by sleeping on it, we clear our minds and relieve ourselves of the immediacy and accompanying stress of making a decision. Conventional wisdom can be flat out wrong. A good night's sleep above her dead infant did little to clear Alicia's mind. Deciding to keep her ghastly secret safe, Alicia never said a word and continued partying with her friends. For 2 nights, urban legend met reality as Alicia and her companions slept in their cabin where only a few feet away, wrapped in a towel, was the body of the dead infant. According to Alicia's reasoning, her dead infant would have remained under the cabin bed until the cruise ended in 5 days. They say the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. Alicia Kier is no exception to the rule. So it didn't really matter that Alicia never said a word to anyone. Eventually, someone would find out her secret. Over the next 2 days, Alicia continued on as if the events of October 10th never happened. With so much fun to be had on the Carnival Dream, who had time to bother with such trivial matters? On October 12, 2011, the Carnival Dream stopped at the island of St. Martin. Alicia and her companions got off the boat, hell-bent on continuing their party on the island. A Carnival Dream cabin steward is part of the housekeeping department and is responsible for keeping the guest cabins and passageways clean and neat while keeping to the hygiene and sanitary rules and standard operating procedures. Finding dead infants may or may not be a part of the steward's job description. But on this day, the room steward, in fulfilling the call of his job, discovered the discarded infant under one of the cabin's beds. Alicia's secret and what was really up collapsed into one frame. After learning that the dead infant had been discovered, Alicia boarded a plane leaving the island of St. Martin and flew home. It would be another 3.5 years before Alicia was finally charged with one count of involuntary manslaughter. According to the federal charging document, on or about October 10, 2011, upon the high seas and within the special territorial jurisdiction of the United States, the defendant, Alicia Keir, did kill infant Keir without malice. By the time federal prosecutors got around to charging Alicia with the crime, history began to repeat itself. She soon found herself pregnant again, and like the first pregnancy, the father of the child was neither involved nor paying child support. This time, however, Alicia did the right thing and began raising her daughter with the assistance of her family. Eventually, Alicia pled guilty to one count of involuntary manslaughter and faced up to 8 years in prison for her crime. Alicia's attorney, in his sentencing recommendation, pleaded for mercy. He argued that it took federal prosecutors more than a year to inform Alicia she was the target of a criminal investigation, and while she offered to plead guilty before the formal charges were filed, it was not until more than 2 years later that the federal prosecutors filed charges. Federal Judge Rudy Lozano agreed. The defendant, Judge Lozano wrote, is hereby sentenced to the custody of the United States Bureau of Prisons to be imprisoned for a term of 1 day, time considered served as of October 21st, 2015. The last vestiges of Alicia's crime was wiped away after the Carnival Dream was refurbished on February 11, 2017. No one will ever know what happened in that bathroom on that fateful night in October of 2011. An autopsy would later reveal that infant Keir was probably born alive. If the autopsy is to be believed, then Alicia Keir wrapped her newborn infant in a towel and left it under her cabin bed to die, making this one of the most shocking cruise crimes ever.